Hey everyone, it's Krystallee here. Are you giving up too easily? You've hit a wall. Things have gotten really challenging. Maybe you didn't get the results you're looking for. Perhaps maybe you've tried some things and they didn't work out based on what you were expecting. Or are you comparing yourself to other people and feeling like that's not going to be available to you? Feeling like you're not going to be able to achieve those kinds of things. And then you give up. Your mind draws you to this thinking pattern of telling you this is too hard, telling you don't try harder, you're just going to make it worse. You're not going to be able to get what you want. Your mind draws you towards these negative thoughts that are very defeating. They can be very troubling in a sense, keeping you in this state of then not taking action, not being able to progress, not trying again. And then you give up. You give up because you feel like this will never be your dream. Your dream will never come true. And there's a saying, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. And what does that phrase mean? It means when things are hard, just get back up and try again. Perhaps you need to just take a second attempt at it. Maybe it wasn't done entirely the right way or the way that it needs to be done. Perhaps maybe there's some flaws within the actual thing you're trying to do. There's reasons for why it didn't work out. But when we start searching for the reasons of why it didn't work out, and then we start feeding into them with these negative thoughts, we start feeling less and less. We don't feel good about ourselves. We go down this spiral of feeling like shit, feeling like you're not motivated to move forward, feeling stuck, and feeling in a state of just blah. We all went there. We've all been there. It's not a nice place to be. So getting help on why you're programmed this way. You have to deprogram the program that's going on in your head. And you have to fight these thoughts. Literally, like, let's put up the boxing gloves and, go at it. Because these thoughts will take you down that tunnel, that dark tunnel of sometimes no return. And you give up on your desires. You give up on your dream. You give up on hoping that what you want is available to you. And it certainly is. Sometimes the first attempt doesn't work out. Sometimes the second attempt doesn't work out. Sometimes the third attempt doesn't work out. And we then start to feel incapacitated. But it's about building resilience. And like I said, fighting your own mind. Telling yourself, what are you talking about? I can do this. Yeah, it's hard, but I'll get through it. I'll find the answer. And when you support yourself in that mannerism, when you take that kind of attitude towards when things are challenging, you can start finding some new ways. Your mind starts helping you find new options, new choices, new resources available. But when you're in that stuck mode, you aren't going to be able to have this awakening, in a sense, to what other possibilities are. You're just going to be ruminating in the failures and feeling like you're not going to be able to get past it all and just staying within that environment. But it's about leveraging the environment, leveraging what happened, and not allowing that to pull you down. The criticism or the failures or things not working out. Like, these are, yes, not what you wanted. I get it. It's not what you wanted. But sometimes they have to happen as a part of our journey to continue to grow, to continue to learn more and more about ourselves. And our career is a journey of learning more about ourselves. It's a part of us. It's integrated into our life. If this is what you've chosen to do, it's going to be a part of you. So really getting your mind back, getting your mind back into your own hands, not letting it drift away and have a mind of its own and take over and drag you down, pull you down, suffocate you down into a state of inaction, which turns into depression, which turns into hopelessness. You have to take charge of that. Let go of things that affected you. But sometimes we don't have the willpower to do it. We lose the willpower. And that's okay. But when you lose the willpower and believe you'll never be able to achieve that dream, it's not going to be available to you. That's when you're going to feel really down in life. You're going to really not want to continue doing this anymore. Maybe you'll resort back to some old things, or I don't know, make some choices that you're not really aligned with just because you never believe that you're going to make this happen. So don't give up too quickly. Know that it's probably a sign to be part of the journey. And learn to build some resilience. Learn to talk to yourself and put up those boxing gloves. Like, let's go. Like, let's not let this take me down. It's not gonna bring me down. I am gonna conquer this. And have that kind of dialogue with yourself. Because giving up too quickly is gonna do a disservice more so. You may think it's probably the better way, the easier way, more simplified way to preserve yourself. But really, you're not going to feel very good about yourself. You're going to feel really down. And you're just not going to be happy in anything else that you do. So I hope you can see how those negative thoughts really can drag you down and bring you down. And it actually even starts making you a bit cynical as well. You start comparing yourself to people, start feeling really down on yourself, you start looking at the world through this lens, and then everything starts being under that same microscope, and it's just not going to be a very beneficial, healthy way to live. So don't give up too quickly. I know you're running uphill, but keep running uphill. Keep that momentum. And when you just keep going, you'll get to the top sooner or later. Yeah, you're going to trip maybe on a rock or something, or, I don't know, maybe there's a weed that scratches you on the way by, but this is all part of going uphill to get to the top. It's like people who climb Mount Everest. I've watched couple documentaries, like they have to take a break, they stop at certain points, they have the Sherpa help them and guide them, and some people don't make it up, but it's the ones that make it up that know how to just get through it, know how to work with their mind, dialogue with their mind, be with their thoughts, and make their thinking the way they need it to be to power up that mountain. That's the kind of attitude we need to harness. So I hope you're able to get some value out of that today. I'll see you soon.